Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, ADPS student. Today the topic is globalization. In simple word, globalization means the separating of a business, culture, or any technology on an international level. When the boundaries of countries and continents matter no more and the whole world becomes one global village in itself. Globalization is an effort to reduce the geographical and political barriers for the smooth functioning of any business. So, the main objective of globalization. Main objective of globalization are capital and investment movements, trade and transportation, education and spread of knowledge along with migration and unrestricted movement of people. To simple term of globalization visualization, then one can purchase and sell goods from any part of the world, communication and interact with anyone anywhere in the world, and also to enables cultural exchange among the global population. It is operational are three levels normally: economic globalization. So let's say the three level of globalization: economic globalization, cultural globalization and political globalization. The impact of globalization has both advantage and disadvantage worldwide. Advantages: as the word itself suggests, this policy involves all the nations across the globe. The lifting of trade barriers can have a huge impact, especially in developing countries. It augments the flow of the technology, education, medicines, etc. to these countries, which are a real blessing. Globalization usually restructures productions and trade pattern, favoring labor intensive good and labor intensive techniques, as well as expansion of trade in services. Globalization create simple job opportunities as more and more companies extend their presence to different parts of the world. Globalization gives education aspiration from the developing and underdeveloped countries, more equality learning opportunities that leads not only to the pursuit of the best higher education but also to cultural and language exchanges. Globalization also enhances a faster flow to information and quick transportation of goods and services. Moreover, one can order any item from anywhere, so merely sitting at home. Disadvantages of globalization. Globalization paves the way for redistribution of economical power at the world level, leading to the domination by the economically powerful nations over the poor nations. Globalization turned out to be a significant threat to the cottage and small scale industries, as Also, it has been observed that there is a considerable reduction of poverty worldwide due to globalization. Globalization paves the way for redistribution of economic power at the world level to add to domination by the economically powerful nations over the poor nations. Globalization turned out to be a significant threat to the cottage and the small scale industries as they have to compete with the products of multinational companies. Globalization usually results greater increase in imports than increase in exports, leading to growing trade deficit and balance of payments problems. Although globalization promotes the idea that technology change and increase in productivity would lead to more jobs and higher wages, but during the last few years, such technological changes occurring in some developing countries have resulted in more loss of job than they have created, leading to fall in employment growth. Globalization is also blown. Globalization is also claimed to have paved the way for human trafficking, labor exploitation, and spread of infections, infectious diseases. To addition to all these, if an economic disaster hit a country and if they subsequently suffer from economic depression, its ripples are felt deeply in other countries as well. Conclusion: despite all the disadvantages, globalization has transformed the entire globe into a single market, irrespective of its region, religion, language, culture, and diversity differences. It is also lead to an increase in demand for goods, which is in turn calls for more productions and industrialization. Our focus should be to minimize the risk and maximize the positive outcome of global policy, which in turn can help for a sustainable, long standing development for people all around the world.